looks a bit familiar, like I don't know, the previous video. Mind your business. This video, I think I wanted to do a reading vlog of one of my December TBR reads, and it's gonna be from this book, The Singles Table by Sara Desai. I'm just gonna read the back to you guys so that you can know. I need to learn to look here so that you can know what this book is about. It takes place during the Indian wedding season, which is summer, and it's kind of funny because with all of the stuff that an Indian bride needs to wear, summer's really not a good season for that. So I'm gonna read the back for you. So here's what the back says. One broken heart, one grumpy bachelor,
one very sexy deal.
After a devastating breakup, celebrity-obsessed lawyer Sara Patel is determined never to open her heart again. She puts her energy into building her career and helping her friends find their happily ever afters. She's never faced a guest at the singles table she couldn't match until she crosses paths with the sinfully sexy Jay. Former military security specialist Jay has no time for love. His life is about working hard, staying focused, and winning at all costs. When charismatic Sara crashes into his life, he's thrown into close contact with exactly the kind of chaos he wants to avoid. Worse, they're stuck together for the entire wedding season. So they make a deal. She'll find his special someone if he introduces her to his celebrity clients. But when the arrangement brings them together in ways they never expected, they realize that the perfect match might just be their own. Okay, so far it's already, I'm having a hoot of a time. I'm on chapter 6. Look at my little bookmark. I got it at the, I think it's the Wildcat Sanctuary. I think I got it at for like what, 15 rand, but it helps the big wild cats, so why not? I'm on page 48 so far. At her cousin's bachelor/bachelorette party, they all went paintballing, and
she shot him in the ass
with a paintball gun. And then afterwards, he kind of spoke to her about something, and she was like, "Who are you?" Because they met when he had his helmet on, and yeah, and then she said something along the lines of, "Oh, you know what? You are so much better than the guy that they teamed me up with earlier today." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "Yeah, he seems like a know-it-all. Like he thinks he knows everything about paintball, and he's probably one of those dweebs or geeks that play with their friends every weekend and stuff like that." And so her friend comes over, and when she sees him, she gets all like, you know, like get him like, "Oh my god, hi, I'm so and so, and I'm single." And so he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you." His name, I'm the douchebag. And Sara just looks up at him and is like, "Oh my god, you know, if I knew it was you, I would have kept my opinions to myself." And he's like, "No, I really don't think you would have." And now I got to a chapter where he was at work in a business meeting, and his mind kept racing back to hers. They haven't had a good interaction yet, but his mind is already thinking about her. He's like, her unruly curls, and are you kidding me? Also, he's like such a sweet man. His mother's a daycare teacher, and every Friday he has dinner with her, so he goes and fetches her from work, and like all of these kids are just around her. You know, like how when your teacher always like either brings their husband to work or like their child is there, it's like that, but like all like small children, and they all just want to know everything. And whenever they leave for the day, they all kiss him on the cheek. I don't know, it's like a cute little family, man. And he was describing like he just had to deal with like sticky kisses from these children as they were leaving. And yeah, I got to a good place. Are you kidding me? Like literally off the bat, he is so cute. Listen, already, okay? I didn't get far. Page 51. Tarun and Maria are talking about how Zara introduced the both of them, and he kind of zones out, and he literally says he's only half listening to the story about how Zara had brought them together, and then she had to be here. He'd felt a ripple of excitement run through the crowd, a current of energy heading his way. Like, already off the bat, like, just started reading again. Like, it already made me cackle out loud. This book is so funny. I love it so much. Glitter in her hair. Oh my god. He's lying over here. Said he couldn't take his eyes off of her. He had to take his eyes off her. Had to do something because there wasn't enough slack in his pants to accommodate his rising desire. So I'm starting to read again, and I'm just trying to see quickly what time it is. My phone is covering the time. It is, hold on a sec, it's 10:30. I am starting to read again, but I kind of gave up annotating just because I want to get through this book quickly. I'm on page 98 and 99. Don't know which one yet. I will figure out. I can't remember what's the last thing I read, so I'm not gonna update on that per se, but I don't know. I think I'm making good time. I basically started reading yesterday, and I read about this much today, so we're gonna see how far I get before I have to go sleep. Why is this man talking about the fact that he was walking slightly in front of her when they were walking on the street to the restaurant, just that she didn't have anything in her path while she was walking? So, listen, they're at a restaurant, right? And it's a Mexican restaurant, so there's a mariachi band. And one of the guys, she's basically gotten up and like started to dance. And I think it's one of the other customers in the restaurant that was basically like sliding his hand down her back. And his thought goes, not my fight, but he's already out of the booth. He wanted to kiss her. He wanted to kiss her. And then she says, because obviously she doesn't know what's happening in his mind, she goes, let's dance. He wanted to kiss her, but he literally, the way he wants it is, he was going to kiss her, and it was going to happen now. He lowered his head, closing the distance between them, his thoughts centered on naked bodies, cool sheets, panted breaths, and the thudding of his headboard against the wall. Jay. And then he says he was only seconds away from tasting her lips when she shattered the moment with the terrible words, let's dance. He wants it so bad. She's on the way to her father's art exhibition, and her and her best friend Parvati is talking to each other, and she's basically telling Parvati what happened at the restaurant with her and Jay. And she goes, I was hugging him. And then Parvati's like, okay, clearly there's something else going on, otherwise you wouldn't try and hide it. Spill. And she goes, there was a bump. And Parvati's like, a bump? She's like, yeah, you know when a guy is liking to be hugged? And Parvati's like, an erection? I'm a doctor, I know what an erection is. So they're both attracted to each other. I can't get enough of this book. Oh my god, I'm only on 116. Page 116. I can't get enough. Listen, she is at her father's art exhibition and the pieces just got revealed. What is it called? Vulva fruit. Which, when I read that, I immediately got like an idea of what exactly it was. Because it's in the name. But it definitely spelled it out for me. Fruit displayed as female genitalia. Do you know how uncomfortable it would be to know that your father painted it? I just realized that this entire reading vlog is gonna be spoilers. But anyway, so the owner of the gallery that's showcasing her father's work, she basically comes up to Zana and is like, you should meet the muse behind your father's work. Keep in mind, okay, I said this in the previous clip, vulva fruits. Fruit cut up depicting female genitalia, and he has a muse? Sir, like Indian uncle, like, what's going on? And she literally does not want to meet this muse, so she runs away. She bolts from the scene of the crime, and she runs into a glass door. So she was outside trying to recover from whatever happened in the gallery, and he's basically saying that, like, oh, it's cold outside, there's a chill in the air. And she's like, this is the kind of thing you see in movies, old school chivalry. I've never had a guy give me his jacket before. And then he says, you just haven't met the right guy. Are you referring to yourself, Jay? They haven't kissed, but he's putting his hand, cupping her jaw, stroking her cheek with his thumb, and kissing along her jaw, feathering a path to the bow of her mouth as he slid one hand under her soft hair to cup her nape. I don't have words. I don't have words. He's just... I want him.
Loving you till we're 17.
It's giving. It's giving. On his already hard shaft. Sexy. I'm reading this part where he's working a job. He's not normally like on the floor of his business, as in like actually doing security. He mainly runs the business like corporate way. But this exclusive wrap-up party for a movie, he's working, and he sees Zara in like these spaghetti strap red dress that's hugging all of her curves, and he basically says, like, in his mind, shut it down. The only thing that is running through my mind is,
you can't be friendly. Girls take friendly as flirty. Shut it down.
He's asking for a kiss. They are sharing a hospital bed because he hit his head at the celebrity party that he was security at. And she took him to the hospital where Parvati is on her shaft. They are sharing a bed, cuddling, snuggling into each other, and he's asking for a kiss. He is asking for a kiss. He's the grump. They just kissed, right? And one of the nurses walked in asking for more blood work. and she now basically got up and she wants to move to the other side of the cubicle because she doesn't want to kiss him again. And she's like, I think it's better if I sit chastely on a chair at the other side of your cubicle, because if you keep doing what we're doing, things might not end well for either of us. And then he says, I'm an exceptionally good kisser. And she says, I'll give you a B+. And then he goes, are you kidding me? And she says, I can't give you an A. You'd have nothing to strive for. And then he goes, maybe I should try again right now. And so she goes, one kiss. And he's like, one kiss. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Her mother, not her mother, his mother shows up at the hospital. He has some kind of battle in his head, because his mother says, I really like her, and then he starts, and then the third person narrates, Jay liked it too, so why had he pushed her away? Because he says that he doesn't want someone that's wild and like unruly, but whenever he's with her, he is...
I got distracted. But did you know that One Direction's Night Changes came out 9 years ago?
You see that both of them were kind of jealous. She was talking to this Bollywood, almost Hollywood star for her friend, right? And Jay was like, oh, are you not going to live with him? And she was like, no, I was trying to get him for Parvati. And he was like, oh, okay. And so she was like, so you know, you had lunch with... Not lunch, you had dinner with Indra, and you've been talking to Benita this whole time. So, who are you gonna choose? And he's almost looking like, why are you worried about me and so and so? She's like, no. And so like they're both getting jealous. How cute is that? Also, I'm like on page 117 and I have this much left. I'm wondering whether I'll actually get through this before I sleep. Someone tell me what this man is doing, because he's tracing the strap of her dress while he's talking to her at a wedding. You're doing it in public.
So you said you don't like public displays of affection.
His fingers... Hold on, let me just read this out loud. He followed the embroidery, his fingers skimming over the crescent of her breast. I just wanna... So he basically told her earlier that he has a secret, and he's like, I don't give my secrets away for free. And then it says he slid one hand around her waist, pulling her close.
So, what are you doing?
So she says, will you tell me for a kiss? He goes, possibly. He drew his finger down, following the edge of her top where it dipped low between her. He was devouring her mouth like he hadn't kissed a woman in years.
Tell me, how am I supposed to breathe with no air?
Scatter of buttons across the limo. Also, I would just like to say he basically tore her top open and her bra. Because I'm not gonna say the word. He's hard and pulsing in anticipation. I can't. So he's pulling her skirt over her hips, right? And he's like, tear them off. And she's like, law, indecent exposure. And he goes, fuck it. He says, fuck it. He's like, you know what? Forget about everything that I've said.
all of my doubt. I'm gonna throw it out the window. I want this now. So, I'm so happy I'm here. And this does not prepare you for what's in here. Listen, I read really like heavy smart, right? This does not tell you what's gonna be in this book. He potted her foes. You wanna guess what foes that is? Oh, Taylor Swift song. This man is doing more and more that is just, it's too good. Literally, so after they hooked up, she was like, oh, I need to go to the theater because I'm rehearsing for something. And he's like, oh, but I need to go to the office. So yeah, he told his business partner to handle the meeting with his attorney so he could stand at the back of the theater and watch her rehearse. This man, what is going on? This man just admitted to having feelings for her. And he thinks that she doesn't have feelings for him. I need 2 to 3 business days to just wrap my head around that. Just admitted it. She said that she's falling for him. So it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning and I think it is time to go sleep. So I'm stopping at page 216 and about to enter chapter 20. I'm gonna stop there for the night. Yeah, so basically what's happening is that Parvati, Zara's best friend, is telling her that she has feelings for Jay, but she now just wants to kind of save her career at Cruise and Lovett. Their profits are down 50%, so she's trying to get new clients, and with Jay's celebrity connection, she's gonna bring the deal back up because they kind of stopped, and she's gonna bring the deal back up so that she can meet his celebrity connections to get clients for her law firm. So that's gonna hurt, and I'm not ready for that. Okay, it is now the following day. I'm just updating you guys. It's around 4:30 and I finally sat down to read The Singles Table. I'm at the part where Zara and Jay are at one of his work functions, and he basically also brought her there because she needs new clients for her firm, and also to tell her investor's daughter that he's not interested. So he brought his girlfriend, putting that in inverted commas, to the function so that she could back off, and Zara's showing a little bit of jealousy. This is getting exciting. Also, she literally like rocked up to his work and was like, you know what, my firm is running out of clients and they can't keep me permanent unless I bring in people, so our deal is back on. And she just kept listing like women of her list that she brought with, and was like, yeah, you might be interested in her, she's works at a zoo, this one is this one, this one is this one. And he's like, well, they can't do this and they can't do that, and everything that he's describing is stuff that she has done. He likes her so much. He came to her house basically role playing as a security guard, and after they, were doing some stuff, he basically said, oh, you didn't figure out what you stole. And she was like, what? And he's like, my heart. How sad is this? He just told her he loved her, and she's running out of his apartment. I'm gonna go through my final thoughts for the book, and I'll give you my rating and everything else that should be included in a reading vlog. I don't know yet. So I finished this last night at around 12, no, that's a lie, around 11 o'clock last night. I did start annotating it and then gave up
So there's that. Listen, this was a roller coaster of a book. I was giggling, I was laughing, I was emotional, I was kicking my feet in the air, and I was tearing up as well, especially at the last part. The last part was very cliche of sorts, you know, where some rom-coms have those scenes where someone's running through the airport to get to the other one before they board their flight. There was that scene. And now, if you see, as much as I'm saying it's cliche, I am all for the cliche, all for it. I love it. I will eat it up all the time, and I ate it up in this one. But it was her running through the airport for him. Thing is, he wasn't getting on the flight. He was picking up the groom's uncles from the airport, because he was flying down for the wedding. So there's that. Now, what I don't think I said in my previous videos is that he told her he loved her. He said it first, and I was shocked by that. And then she, left his apartment. She just left. She was like, you know what, I'm sorry if I came off as me having feelings for you, but I can't do this. And so she left. I think I would give this a 5-star. This was it was so cutesy, it was so wholesome, but from the way the cover looks, you would not say that there's spice in here. I'm just saying, this is a little less spice than what I'm used to, so I'd say it's on like a 3 chili peppers. I loved it. I really did. This was cute and I loved it. It was too much, and I ate everything up. I left no crumbs. She left no crumbs. This was it was perfect. If you liked watching this video, and good job, you have great taste. All my socials will be down below, so you guys can go see all the other reviews that I've done. And yeah, maybe I will be making a reading vlog for some other books in the near future. Maybe I'll do one like once every month. Who knows? We'll see you guys some other time. I don't know what other video I'm gonna come up with next, but I mean, hopefully you never know. And I will catch you on the next side. I might just start a new book now while I'm drinking this matcha. Okay, bye.